right. All right, AI government contractors. I'm going to give a bit of time to make sure that some people can get into the call. And also want to do a quick sound check, make sure all the sound is good. You can let me know in the comments, by the way, if you can hear me clearly and if everything is good. This is the second ever live stream on the AI government contractor channel. And we're going to build this while we fly. The goal here is to ensure that I get the live stream working properly so we can have some more live sessions and we can break down solicitations together. Today, I'm going to be talking about how to instantly spot compliance risks in government contracts. So essentially, I'm going to be talking about how to use ChatGPT, how to prompt ChatGPT clearly. Thank you, Tone. Hope I got that right. I'm clear. Fantastic. And look, I've talked to a lot of the subscribers over the past week, and it's been interesting to see or to listen to the fears that most government contractors have. And the fear is typically around being able to submit a bid that is compliant. And I'm going to be showing you a lot of that on this channel. But today, the focus for today is mainly going to be on how to prompt ChatGPT to get the most of the information in the solicitation without having to spend 3 hours, 5 hours going through the solicitation. But I'm still going to allow for some more time. Is there anyone watching currently that has had your cage code for a while? You've had your cage code for some time, but you have never submitted a bid. Just put a one in the chat. I know it's I'm just calling you out. Don't worry, no one is going to know. This is between me and you. You've had your cage code, you haven't put in a bid, let's say over 1 year. Let's talk about it. Okay. I see Joseph there. You've had your cage code, you haven't submitted a bid. Okay, understandable, understandable. Would you be able to tell us why? Like you can make it just one sentence, but what stopped you? I mean, anybody who takes the time to register to sam.gov, uh, you get your LLC. I want to believe that you had the intention of bidding. So what stopped you from bidding? And by the way, I said for everyone who just came in, if you've had your cage code for more than a year and you've never turned in a bid, just throw one in the chat. Let me see you. What I'm doing right now, what I'm going to focus on today would be getting the most out of the solicitation with ChatGPT. You need to be able to understand how to prompt. Yeah, I see another one in the chat. Okay, job. Okay, so you got your cage code earlier this year. Okay, but your job, I'm guessing you're working 40 hours a week, and that is taking most of your time. I can deal with that. I can understand that. But let me ask you this, Joseph. Let me ask you this: if you had a system that could enable you write proposals in under 2 hours, would you be able to make time to put in some bids? Okay, okay, okay. Guys, let's visit. Let's go into the material for today. I think I've given some time. Some people have come in, some people have gone out. I see Sean there. Sean just put a one in the chat. Okay, okay. So a couple of people have had their cage code. You've registered, you got your LLC, you got your cage code. But when it got to the time to write the the proposal, to put the proposal together, you started having issues. I can hear that. Okay. Hello, goddess. What I want to talk about today is how to instantly spot compliance risks in government contracts using AI tools. Specifically today, ChatGPT. And I want to say this, anyone who by any chance believes that they can get away with ignoring compliance and requirements on their proposal is completely joking. You're not going to get away with it. Contractors who overlook critical compliance details risk significant repercussions, including potential for disqualification. Let me give you an example. Let's say that the contract is a firm fixed price, okay? And you just ignored that. You decided, yeah, I don't care. I'm just going to put whatever price. I'm not going to think about the fact that this contract may be for 5 years and inflation may affect the servicing of this particular job. And you ignore that firm fixed price. Year three comes in, and you find that in order for you to complete that job is going to require more money, and then you're stuck because you decided to ignore compliance. You decided to ignore one of the compliance methods, instructions, I mean. So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to break down solicitations with specific prompts. A prompt that is going to bring out some of the key information in the solicitation. I'm also going to I'm going to show you how to outline the submission requirements. When it comes to submitting your bid, there are certain documents and methods that are required. Is it an electronic submission? Are you supposed to fax it, which is rare? But how do they want it submitted? Do they want an amendment? All this information is embedded in the solicitation. And with ChatGPT, you can pull out that information quickly. I'm going to show you how to outline compliance requirements as well as technical requirements, quality assurance requirements, all from the solicitation. And guys, the current state of the government contracting market is this. Every year, thousands of businesses bid on government contracts on different levels, federal, state, municipal, and they face significant challenges. Challenges that range from understanding the solicitation. A lot of people have told me, hey, look, Godwin, that was a 67-page document. Where do I start? From finding subcontractors, which in my opinion is the biggest bottleneck in the business. Finding partners that would be good. Finding partners that would have the ability to do the job, to give you a good price, to give you a good quote. And lastly, and I think the most daunting of them all, writing proposals that are compliant. Goddess, people keep emailing you about what? What are you talking about? Let me know. But these three problems are the biggest problems that people face in government contracting. And the issue with having these problems here is like, without an understanding of the requirements in the solicitation, submitting a bid is completely out of the conversation. And a lot of people can't even understand what's in the solicitation. So the bid conversation, where do they even start? So if you had a system that you could follow step by step to allow you to understand the solicitation and to write out a bid, have a result at the end in less than 2 hours, would you look into that system? Yet the desire to win among small business owners is still so strong that they spend thousands of dollars on proposal writers for them to win compliant bids or for them to write compliant bids. The problem is that they don't have a system, but they have the desire. Now, yes, Yeah, Goddess, I was talking to one of my students the other day, and he said that he paid a whopping $20,000 to a proposal writer. 20K. And how many bids did he win after using this guy? Nobody. Nobody. No bid, no win, no nothing, but 20,000. A lot of these proposal writers, okay, what they are able to do is guarantee you a fee. I promise you, you're going to pay a down payment. There's no way. Before they can guarantee you a win, nobody can guarantee you a win in this space. So why don't you take the power into your hands and learn how to put together compliant proposals? In 2024 with ChatGPT, you can actually do that. And I'm going to be showing you, not today, not today. Today's session is not about writing the proposals. I just wanted to talk about that because it's the biggest hurdle. But I am going to show you how to extract information from the SOL. Okay. Now just give me a moment here. Like I said, second live stream. I'm building this while I fly. Now, the implication of these problems for small businesses and are things like inability to submit bids, right? You don't understand the solicitation, so you're not even going close to writing any bid. Feeling of being stuck. I've been talking to a lot of my subscribers who talk about how they feel stuck when it comes to government contracting. That's the word that has stuck out to me the most. It's like I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what to do. So I pause. I do nothing. If you've been in that situation, perhaps you wanted to submit something, perhaps you found a contract on sam.gov that you liked, but it was overwhelming and you felt stuck. Just put a one in the chat. I want to know who is with me on this one. I want to know who's with me on this one. You felt overwhelmed. I want to say something. When you go through a particular contract, you want to make sure that it's worth your time. First thing is you want to check out the notice type. Okay, is this a combined synopsis? You can go into a sources sought. With the sources sought, there's something called the rule of two. So in the sources sought, the rule of two basically talks about if two small businesses submit a proposal on the sources sought, that could determine what kind of set aside is it would be. So it could be a small business set aside if two small businesses bid on it, something called the rule of two. You can also engage and build rapport with contracting officers on a sources sought. If you're looking for a contract that would yield some type of win at the end, you want to focus on combined synopsis and solicitations, right? But guys, enough of this talking. I want to show you live. I have not prepared the solicitation already and looked through it. No, that's not what happened. I'm just going to go into sam.gov and initiate a search using this system to see what I can do, what I can understand about a contract, and what kind of information I can pull out and use. So, guys, let me share my screen quickly with you, and we're going to go into this. Okay, I'm here at sam.gov. Let me make sure. Okay, give me a moment. All right, guys. I just want to make sure. Can everyone see sam.gov? Can someone just throw me a one in the chat if what you see right now is sam.gov? Do you see sam.gov? Okay, let's go. So with sam.gov today, my keyword is going to be professional services. I'm going to add in professional services. Services. Internal server error. Okay, no problem. Okay, it's all good now. Let's see. I'm looking for updated. So that's the sources sought. I'm going to leave it alone. National Spatial Data Management, SMD 3D image and digital twin development. Okay, procure MPS of 3 radiologic technologists. Heritage BPA, that's a blanket purchase agreement. Okay, let's see. I'm just sifting through. This is typically how I'll start my search. I'm sifting through, looking for anything that looks good. I'm going to try. I'm going to try something like this. Portable hand washing. Let's see what we have there. Internal server error. Don Edwards rents portable toilets. Okay, let's look at this. Let's see. The due date on this is the 15th of July. Fantastic. Okay, let me go in. Today, by my time, is the 26th, and this is also, it seems like it's a solicitation as well. So let me go in and look. Don Edwards rent portable toilets. Okay, so this is a combined synopsis slash solicitation, which tells me that there's money behind it. This is also a total small business aside in the septic tank and related services NAICS code. So the first thing I do is I get myself acquainted with the information, the general information, the classification, and then I check what is the length of the description. Look, if the length of the description is extremely long, the first thing that comes to my mind, and don't take this to be gospel, it's like, okay, this might be a little bit all over the place. But when I see a description like this, portable toilets and hand washing unit rentals with servicing for the Don Edwards National Wildfire, it's just straight to the point. Okay, let's see how many attachments do we have here, guys. We have 2 attachments. These are my favorite types of solicitations because they just give me the impression that they're straight to the point, not too much fluff, not many amendments. Okay, so I'm going to download these 2 and I'm going to open up Chat GPT. Now, if you can see the Chat GPT, can you just throw it in the chat? Just say chat. So I know that you can see exactly what I'm seeing here. Just throw chat in there. But at Chat GPT right now, this is Chat GPT 4, and you can input more than one document into the search bar, into the message bar. More than one document. Fantastic. We've done that. Now I'm going to go into my book, Government Contracting Without Tears, and pull out this prompt. This is the prompt that helps you to break down a solicitation. Why is this prompt so good? Well, it's because it brings out the technical specification, the scope of work, the performance metrics, the timelines and milestones, the evaluation criteria. Now, here is the breakdown of the statement of work. What is the main task? Provide provision and servicing of portable toilets and hand washing units at various locations, ensuring sufficient paper capacity and compliance with relevant codes and regulations. Okay. Objective: ensure sanitary condition and availability of facilities over 700,000 yearly visitors engaged in various recreational and educational activities at the refuge. Guys, 700,000 yearly visitors. Interesting. So now you know that when you're speaking to your sub, you're going to want to find out, like, hey, would you be able to handle this amount of volume of yearly visitors? Have you ever done something like this in the past? The deliverable here is regular cleaning and maintenance of the unit's timely replenishment of supplies and additional cleaning services for special events as required. Now, guys, I just want to go straight to the evaluation criteria. Let's look at something here. Proposal will be evaluated based on vendor's ability to meet technical requirements, pricing, and past performance. A quality surveillance plan or an alternative performance plan is required to detail the vendor's approach to managing and monitoring performance. Guys, I want you to take note of this word: required. It's not optional. it's required. Quality surveillance plan and alternative performance. When people ask me, what is the format of the proposal? How do I put my proposal together? Now, when the solicitation tells you that something is required, guess what? It has to be in the proposal. Don't ask me what the format is. Ask the solicitation. The government is very clear about what they want. And with ChatGPT, we have seen what one of the requirements may be. What's the project schedule? The contract covers a base period from August 1st, 2024 to July 31st, 2025, with optional renewal periods extending annually up to July 31st, 2029. Key details. Specific cleaning schedules are detailed for each location, with requirements for additional cleaning to accommodate special events. Guys, I want to ask ChatGPT, give me a summary of each document I attached. If you're still following, just throw a 1 in the chat. If you're following, if you're seeing this method as a possible way of making inquiries on ChatGPT to understand the solicitation better, just put a 1 in the chat. But guys, this document SOL14, the solicitation number, this document is a request for quote for the rental and servicing of portable toilet and hand washing units for the Don Edwards National Wildfire Refugee Complex. The RFQ outlines the need for both ADA compliant and standard portable toilets across several refuge locations, with detailed specifications on the number, type, and servicing requirements of those units. Okay, check this out. If you highlight like this with ChatGPT and you hit the speech bubbles and you tell it, outline the number, type, and servicing requirements for each unit. Let's see if that's in the solicitation. Then ChatGPT will produce those results right now. It seems like, okay, I want to stop this. And look, I'm not going to tell you that sometimes ChatGPT doesn't glitch, but trust me, after the glitch, it starts working again, just as we've seen. Guys, look, we're getting more details. Initially, this scope of work and performance metrics, it didn't really outline the exact details of what we needed. But here we have now 1 ADA unit, 1 standard unit, 1 hand washing station year round, servicing frequently twice per week. Now we have more information. Don Edwards Wildfire Refugee, Vermont, CA, 4 ADA units. So guys, this is the location and this is the need. So what if you wanted to communicate to your subcontractor and you wanted them to only know the specific thing that they need to know and not the entire solicitation? This is something that you will send to them. Look, guys, in my proposal writing class, starting July 6th, I show you how to create summaries, price sheets, all using ChatGPT. Now, I'm going to ask, give me a detailed submission instruction per the SOL. Let's go. Guys, we have 12 people right now on the live stream. That's the highest number that we've ever had on our second ever live stream on the AI GovCon channel. But wonderful, guys. Wonderful. Let's see what ChatGPT has come up with here. Now, the proposal deadline, proposal must be furnished to the issuing officer mentioned in block 5A of the RFQ from on or before the close of business at the specified deadline. Guys, when it gives you an answer like this and you want to find out what the specified deadline is, all you need to do is highlight, hit the speech bubble, reply, and ask your question. Submission format. Proposal should be prepared in accordance with the Federal Acquisition Regulation, FAR. Okay, subpart 12. All submissions must include complete representation. Okay, I want to find out. This is what I'm going to do. I want to put ChatGPT a little bit back on track here. So I'm going to upload the 2 solicitations, the 2 documents again, and say, what do these documents outline about submission instructions? You want to know exactly what they want in specificity so you can adhere to it. You don't want to give them more than what they want. You never want to give them less than what they want. But you don't want to give them anything unnecessary except you have given them everything that they want first. The quotation must be submitted to the issuing officer by close of business on the specified date, July 15th, 2024. Okay, submission should be sent to the address in block. Okay, let me find out. This isn't, or does this say anything about electronic submission? The document does not explicitly state provision for electronic submission. They specify that quotation must be furnished to the issuing office by the close of business on the specified due date and should be sent to the address provided in block 5A from the RFQ. So guys, this is interesting. However, it's always good practice to confirm this directly with the issuing officer. Okay, so let's confirm it directly with the issuing officer by telling ChatGPT to write out an email to the issuing officer confirming the submission. Guys, check this out right now. You write out an email. If this is something that's giving you an issue, you have a draft of the email. Put this on your Google Doc while you keep on working. But you know that you have an assistant that has the ability to give you something that you can work with. Look, you don't need to be looking for the perfect proposal. You don't need to be looking for the perfect proposal. You don't. You need to be looking for a way to get something that produces a result at the end that you can work with. Stop asking for the perfect template, the perfect format. You can write your proposal from scratch using the information in the solicitation. Guys, look, I plan to come out here for 30 minutes just to show you a few things, how you can instantly spot some compliance and some risk and some of the statements, some of the scope of work, and how you can gather this information and understand the solicitation pretty fast. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to say goodbye. If you want to be part of the July proposal writing class, you can email me at Godwin at the aigovcon.com. I'm going to put that in the chat. The proposal writing class is going to start July 6th up until July 21st. Is going to be 1 hour on Saturday and Sunday. All the sessions will be recorded. You would have the recordings and you'll be able to write full-on proposals in less than 2 hours after that class. That's the promise I have for you. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.